think we need to talk.
You know, as the season goes on, you understand that she's starting to open up a little bit more, bringing down the walls and embracing the relationship that she has with Tyrone, even if it's the most complicated relationship she's ever had.
Like the relationship for them is really important for them, just because you know they are on their separate paths and they're kind of lonely, and when they finally meet, it's kind of like they finally have that one person that they can talk to, and that one person that cares enough about them to talk to them anyway, So it's important. The relationship is very important with them, and it changes who they are.
They relate to each other on every level.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it to me, that's why the show is so beautiful, because they come from totally two different backgrounds and they're practically opposites, but there's so much that they can talk about and see eye to eye.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too much, but I definitely think Tandy helps Ty a lot in the fact that he basically transformed from being that introvert that he was and into something else. That's I won't say too much.
Yeah, I feel like, with Tandy, she's living in survival mode. She's on the run at all times. She really only cares about herself from the start, and I think that changes when she meets Tyrone, and she, life took from her, and she wants to take it back, and I think when she meets Tyrone, she starts having a little bit of that hope again, and she's not as cynical anymore, and she believes in herself, and she knows that there's a better life for her out there, and then when she develops these powers, I think, she wants to use them for good, and not to spoil anything, but I think, she does truly believe that there's something better and bigger for her than just herself,
I guess that would be the major moment when they finally realize, what are we going to do with the powers?
Yeah.
What is our purpose?
Yeah. I think it was honestly just Joe and the writers, and I think them sort of creating it from there, and then I think it was something that was already originally planned to be happening. I don't think we really had any sort of involvement other than the physical aspect of it. We for sure got our steps in on this project, so that was a bit new for me. I'm not very athletic, so yeah.
Although she did a flip on set by
probably the most
once.
epic moment of my life.
To shoot daggers?
Yeah, it's not in the show, unfortunately. It didn't make the cut, but it's fine.
Kind of going along with that, how much of the characters did you guys get to make your own, and how much is this is how you would walk, or this is how you would talk to someone?
A lot, actually. I feel like for me anyway, I found myself really diving into the part of Tandy that has so many layers. She's like this person that has so many dimensions to herself, and the relationship that she has with her mom, and then the relationship that she has with Tyrone are two very different relationships, and I think she has a different tone and a different persona around her versus him. I think with him she's more comfortable, which is interesting because they just met, versus her mom. Her mom is addicted to drugs and alcohol, and that makes her feel uncomfortable and not wanting to be around that. And so yeah, I think I found myself being in a different headspace each time that I was with a certain character on the show.
Tyrone is you basically meet him as a young kid, and he's fearless, brave, wants to fit in with his older brother, and then obviously when his older brother gets killed, it breaks him down. It's his idol, and the one person that he had is gone. So that makes him not really trust anyone. He turns into an introvert, and his family basically escapes the systematic depression and tries to go into a very nice neighborhood, and Ty's in a private school now, so he feels like he has to be perfect, and he has to live the perfect life for him and his brother, to live the life that his brother couldn't live. So, he's on the basketball team because his brother was on the basketball team, so
Yeah, and you know, Tandy, her story arc, she's a completely different human being by the end of the season, and I think that that's going to be a really amazing thing to see, is how grounded and authentic and real and true to this day and age we really are being. I mean, the situations that she goes through is really what a white female in 2018 is going through, and along the same lines, you know, what Tyrone is going through is what, you know, a white black male in America is going through in 2018. So I think, you know, we're really tackling topics that are important for us to share and to just kind of start an open dialogue on things that haven't really been talked about in the past. And I think that's going to be like a really awesome and beautiful thing to see, and new to television, which I think is going to be great.